Kaibigan, sumama ka na at tayo'y maglakbay sa bansang puno ng kulay. Kaibigan, kita mo ba ating kalikasan ito'y pangalagaan? Bundok man o dagat, kalakagan ang magandang tungapin ating magkakamtan. Mga Pilipino, malakaibigan, yan ang kabuhayan. Sanang isipan, kay ganda ng Pilipinas, Pilipinas kong mahal. Halina't tuklasin ang ating pagyamanin. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, tayo na ang isigaw. Kay ganda ng Pilipinas. Kaibigan, ating kilalanin, ating kalikasan, ang tanging yaman natin. Kaibigan, pakita sa mundo, hanggat natin lahat ay mabuting turismo. Bundok man o dagat, kalakaban, magandang tanawin ating makakamtan. Mga Pilipino, palagaibigan, ika ng kabahayan, sanang isipan. Kay ganda ng Pilipinas, Pilipinas kong mahal. Halina't tuklasin ang ating pagyamanin. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, tayo na ang isigaw. Kay ganda, kay ganda. Kay ganda ng Pilipinas, Pilipinas kong mahal. Halina't tuklasin ang ating pagyamanin. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, tayo na ang isigaw. Kay ganda, kay ganda. Kay ganda ng Pilipinas, Pilipinas kong mahal. Halina't tuklasin ang ating pagyamanin. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, tayo na ang isigaw. Kay ganda ng Pilipinas.
Welcome to another session of live webinars. Parang may repeaters. Anyway,
Let's document the meeting room first before we start sharing the slides. So I request po okay lang pabukas ko sa Let's wait for the other cameras. So let's have the first shot. Tingin ko sa camera. 1, 2, 3. Sa isang
ulit para dun sa mga kakapasok na. Yan.
Check your chat box for the attendance form link. Okay, just a run through of our house rules. Siguro kabisado niyo na to. So, just mute your microphone while on discussion. Minsan may mga nakakalusot pa rin nakakapag-unmute. Then you may only unmute later on if you have questions during our question and answer session. And of course, questions will be entered in at the end of the discussion. And certificate of attendance will be given to participants with the following conditions. They must sign up the attendance form, duly attend, then complete at least 80% of the webinar time,
Ayan.
one with Zoom reports. Then complete also the evaluation form, which will be given okay, at the end of our session. And so again, for today, ang pag-uusapan po natin is Central Luzon. So we're still on our destination in focus webinar series. Okay, we will try to cover all the regions in the Philippines for this one. No? So outline po natin, just like the previous sessions, we'll be discussing Group 4. Okay, we have geographical division, then transportation, cultural geography, particularly cuisine, okay, and of course the top destinations and attractions. But again, this is a conservative list of destinations, top attractions and destinations. No? So might be may mga napuntahan kayong lugar sa Central Luzon na hindi natin mapapakita dito. Okay, so of course, let's start our session first with a short pre-test. Let me launch it in our screen. There you go, it's already in your screen. So kindly answer our pre-test. So 5 questions lang naman. It's just a quick one. Let's end the poll and then let's show the result. Okay, by the way, baka meron pa po ditong naka-attend na nitong session in the past. So this is at the third run actually. Meron kasi nag-private message sa akin na she think naka-attend na daw siya nitong session. So if you have already attended this one, then you may actually leave the session, the video. Okay, anyway, habang hindi pa nagpa-flash yung results sa screen natin, so we failed siya to enter. Okay, the first question earlier, yan. So how many provinces are there in Central Luzon? So we have 7 provinces. So we got it right. The majority got it right. Then the capital of Zambales is municipality of Iba. And although Olongapo is a little more uh, popular, okay, but it's actually politically not part of Zambales. Then question number 3, tiniim na manok is a traditional dish of which province? It's Nueva Ecija. So when you visit Minalungaw Park in Nueva Ecija, you get to see a lot of karinderya there serving tiniing na manok. Then number 4, the most important and recognizable World War II site in Bataan. So all of the choices are related to World War II, but the one referred as the most recognizable um, World War II site is the Mount Samat Shrine of Valor. And question number 5, the national park in Nueva Ecija featuring limestone walls in the foothills of Sierra Madre Mountain. It's actually Minalungaw National Park. No? Biak na Bato is in Bulacan. Minalungaw National Park is a top attraction in the province. Then Mount Arayat, of course, in Pampanga. Then Balbalasang Balbalan National Park is in Cordillera. Okay, so let me end the call. Let's proceed. Okay, let's watch this video first.
I woke up to my own adventure book, having no idea what was up next. Each page was different. Every chapter, a new surprise. All I could do was go along for the ride. Trust my gut and let the story unfold. Because here, the best travel plan is to make no plans and just let life happen.
Okay, so that's Central. Now,
Now,
moving
moving
on to
on
the
to the
next
next
province,
province,
and the province of Nueva Ecija, capital of which is Palayan, although a more popular city is Cabanatuan. Yan. So Nueva Ecija is composed of 27 municipalities, no, and 5 cities. So that's the map of Nueva Ecija. It's bordered also by Bulacan, Pampanga, and other provinces of Central Luzon. Now, Nueva Ecija is actually the one known as the rice granary of the Philippines because this province produces the largest yield in the country. That's why most of agricultural research stations are also located in Nueva Ecija. And these agricultural research stations became tourist attractions themselves. Right? So this is the capital of Nueva Ecija, Palayan. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, the province of Pampanga. Okay, so of course, Pampanga, the capital is San Fernando City. So the province is composed of 19 municipalities and 2 cities. It's just lying on the north of Manila Bay, also bordered by other provinces of Central Luzon. And the province is actually known as the culinary capital of the Philippines. So San Fernando is here. So, naka-enclose ng red. Now, the next province is the province of Tarlac. So, Tarlac, capital naman nito is the eponymous city, kay Tarlac City. It's composed of 17 municipalities and 1 city. So, that's the map of Tarlac. It's also bordered by other provinces of Central Luzon, and of course, on the northern part is uh, the province of Pangasinan. So Tarlac is said to be the most multicultural province of Central Luzon because it has 4 distinct ethnic groups: Kapampangan, Pangasinan, Ilocanos, and the Tagalos. The province is also known as the Belen capital of the Philippines. They have this Belenism culture where they celebrate it during the holiday season. So each municipality is creating their own Belen and they converge it into Tagalo. And the last province is the province of Zambales. Capital is Iba, with 13 municipalities. That's the map. It's also bordered by other provinces of Central Luzon and the province of Pangasinan. Actually, the crater of Mount Pinatubo, the summit at saka yung crater, lies within Zambales, in the municipality of Butolan. Although the whole Mount Pinatubo is situated on a tri-point border between Pampanga, Tarlac, at saka Zambales. So Zambales din ang nakakasakop dun sa Philippine Claimed Territory, designated as part of the province, which is the Panatag Shoal or the Scarborough Shoal. Then on Region 3, we have two highly urbanized cities, the cities of Angeles and Olongapo. So the highly urbanized city of Angeles is geographically located in Pampanga. It's bordered by the municipalities of Mabalacat, Mexico, San Fernando, and Bacolor. Though the city administers itself autonomously from Pampanga, but it is considered as the commercial and financial hub of the province. But in the past, may negative na connotation ang Angeles City. So a big media group characterized Angeles as center of Philippine sex industry in the past. It was dubbed as Sin City, but over time, due to the development then, nag-iba na yung tingin sa Angeles, and a lot of travel publications actually describe it as entertainment capital of Central Luzon, Las Vegas of the Philippines, and Internet Entertainment City. While the other highly urbanized city is the city of Olongapo. It also administers itself independently from the province of Zambales, but it's geographically located in Zambales, of course. Then in the region, we have special zones kung tawagan. We have two, Clark and Subic. So Clark, the first one, is formally Clark Freeport and Special Economic Zone. So it actually spans the city of Angeles alongside with some municipalities of Pampanga pa and Tarlac in the Philippines. Let's just mute one. Okay. Mag-mute lang tayo ng participants. Kasi may nakalusot. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so Clark in Pampanga covers Angeles tsaka Mabalacat, including the town of Cora. Then in Tarlac naman, it covers Capas at tsaka Pamban. So in Clark, so dito natin din makakita yung, ito if you're familiar with this, the new Clark City where Southeast Asian Games was held last year. Okay, so this is part of Clark, but it's named as the new Clark City. This is actually located na in part of Tarlac. Then the other special zone is Subic Bay. So it's quite confusing kasi may isang town or municipality ng Zambales na ang pangalan ay Subic. Then the coast or the bay that directly faces Subic Bay or Subic rather, Subic Bay. But Subic is the Subic Special Economic and Trade Port. So that's what we are referring here. So it covers the city of Olongapo and including the town, yung town ng Subic, also Morong at saka Hermosa ng BATAAN. Now, Subic is the site of the Subic International Airport, which previously used for chartered flights and for logistics. So yung dalawang yan are former bases ng United States. Clark is Air Base, Subic is Naval Base. Okay, now in terms of transportation, again, the region is very much accessible from any point of Luzon. From NCR, Regions 2, Region 1, car. Why? Because of the presence of wide network of expressways. We have there North Luzon, the Subic Clark, Tarlac, and the Tarlac Pangasinan Expressway. And And to date, marami pa rin ginagawang mga expressway connecting other areas of Central Luzon. Now, tourists traveling by air can directly connect to the region through Clark International Airport. The airport is served by major Philippine carriers, PAN, Cebu Pacific Air Asia, and also international carriers. Now, if you're coming from Manila naman, there's an option if you want to reach Bataan quickly. Okay, so there's a ferry serving Manila and Bataan. That's one Bataan integrated transport system. Soon enough, recently lumabas sa balita yung bridge that will connect Cavite and Bataan. Okay. In terms of cuisine, okay, as the culinary capital of the Philippines is within Central Luzon, it actually influenced all the other provinces to be on culinary track as well. Okay, that's why there is a good array, a wide array of culinary offering in Central Luzon. Okay, so in Aurora, they are quite famous with their ensaladang pako, while pako is widely available naman in the Philippines, but it's commonly attributed to the province. And they have their own version of suman, suman de baler, usually made with organic black rice and coarse coconut milk, and usually paired with peanut butter. And in Bataan, although wala talagang specific or authentic local dish that can be attributed to the province, but most of articles attribute tinapa to the province because itong tinapa is a major seafood industry in Bataan. Being the peninsula of Bataan is stuck within waters, so they have a good seafood industry. Now, most of the towns or almost all of the towns are either facing Manila Bay or West Philippine Sea. And also, Pansit Palabok is attributed to the province. Now, in some parts of the province, they even twig to Pansit Palabok, like in Palama, they have this what they call pabok, or a combination spaghetti and palabok. So the noodle is spaghetti, then the sauce is palabok. Then in Bulacan, okay, yan, quite cuisine in Bulacan is um, cuisine in Bulacan rather has a good history. No? It dates back the time pa ng Spaniard occupation. Okay, like this hamon Bulacaña, which is believed to be served for Spanish friars during the days. It's a Filipino style, no, with marinated pork and all. It's one of the oldest recipes in Bulacan. Now, there's also pastillas. While pastillas is quite common to a lot of parts of the Philippines nowadays, but one thing that is significant with the pastillas of Bulacan is the intricate art of papalat. So kung nakikita nyo dyan sa screen ninyo, yung pastillas is covered with that intricate Japanese paper na may mga cuts. Now, this elaborate piece of artwork is the one making their pastillas stand out. However, not a lot of people have continued this tradition. That's why it's even more special. Now, Bulacan is also known for wide arrays of kakanin and also chicharon. Then there's one intriguing dish in the province that was quite famous in social media in the past. That's pansit bakla kung tawagin nila. It was featured by a lot of TV shows. That's why naging popular tong dish na to. Or it's actually hindi naman talaga pansit bakla yung pangalan nito, but it's pansit alanganin o Bukawi, Bulacan. Tinawag siyang pansit bakla kasi nga alanganin. So it's a sauteed, it's actually a combination of pansit and sopas. So alanganing sopas, alanganing pansit. Kaya tinawag siyang pansit alanganin, naging pansit bakla. Yeah. Okay, then for Nueva Ecija naman, they also have a famous longganisa, while every province seems to have its own version of longganisa, and Nueva Ecija is the exception to that, and they made famous this batutay. Okay, so this is a longganisa made of beef naman. It's a little sweet. Okay, they also have the garlic or pork version, but they just call it kabanatuan longganisa. And the one in our pritas earlier, the tiniim na manok, this is made with whole chicken, marinated spice and all. It's served with thick peanut flavored sauce. So imagine nyo yung peanut sauce. It's a little brownish and a little thick. So honest to goodness, when you see tiniim na manok, it's kind of up, it's kind of awkward yung presentation. That's actually good. Again, you can see a lot of this in Mindanao. Then the tilapia ice cream, okay, probably you've heard this as well, is tilapia ice cream actually originated from Nueva Ecija, specifically sa Central Luzon State University, where students were challenged to develop, okay, and use tilapia in other dishes. That's why na-create nila tong tilapia ice cream. The flavor may sound bizarre at first, no, because thinking it's tilapia, um, it smells fishy, it tastes fishy, but it's actually pretty good. It's mostly sweet with just a subtle taste na trace lang ng fish. Konti lang naman, but mas nangingibabaw yung sweetness ng ice cream. Then they have the tinumis. So this is just a dinuguan, no? But it's their own version. They gave it their own twist of dinuguan. Normally, we use vinegar to enhance the taste of dinuguan, but for Dinogo Ecejanos, they use tamarind to enhance the taste of their dinuguan. Then, of course, from the culinary capital of the Philippines, Pampanga, the sisig, which is already considered as intangible heritage of Pampanga. Then there's the kare-kare, although may mga nagko-contest dito that it did not actually originated from Pampanga, but a lot of culinary historians actually related to Pampanga. Then there is the burong hipon. They have their bringhe, which is their own version of paella. Then there's the stuffed frog or the bituted tugak rather. They usually fill it with beef, but over time, nag-experiment ng mga Kapampangan, nilagyan ng ground pork or ng ground shrimp. Then, a staple of social events, yan, ang morcon, na madalas na i-compare sa embutido, no? But it's morcon is different in terms of components. So morcon, but it's like embutido, but it is made up of combined pork, ground beef, chorizo, and other ingredients. Now, the province is also popular of their pindang kalabaw, or tinatawag nila itong pindang damulag. This is not your typical tapa because the meat nga is used, the meat used rather is from Carabao. Then, Kapampangans are also fond of exotic dishes like kamaru. So this is small crickets. You know, they either prepare it in the adobo style or they deep fry it. Then the Kapampangans have very good dessert in the form of tibok-tibok. This is one of the best tasting desserts. It's just like maha, but it's made of Carabao's milk and has a thick on top, and they place a zest of daya to enhance the flavor. Then they also have their own cookie, the Panisilio de San Nicolas. So this is just a very simple cookie made from very few ingredients. But what makes Panisilio de San Nicolas special is the intricate design. So meron silang hand-carved mold of the San Nicolas. They use it in making the cookie. Now, moving on, yan, so the province of Tarlac has sinigang na kulibang pa. It's just a plain sinigang, simple sinigang, but the souring agent uses the fret, that's kulibang pa. So that's a butterfly-shaped souring agent. Then they have the iniruban, or the Ilocanos call it dudumen. So this is made with burned young sticky rice, coconut milk, so then are usually tagapulot yan, or the hard sugarcane molasses. So they usually use the black glutinous rice cake. Okay. Then for the province of Zambales, same as Bataan earlier, we cannot really attribute the local authentic cuisine to the province, but the province is quite popular with their mango. They claim that they have the sweetest mango variety in the Philippines, pero syempre baka magalit ang mga taga-Guimaras and other parts of the country, but they actually produce a sweet variety of mango. And they have this dessert, the ginipang. So this is a native delicacy on the northernmost town of Zambales. So rice grain lang naman ito with some sweet concoction. Okay, so those are some of the notable dishes of Central Luzon that must try for travelers. Maybe they may not be into culinary tour, but it's a good part as well of the tour in Central Luzon. So let's skip that one. Let's proceed to our top destinations and attractions in Central Luzon. Now, in terms of tourist arrival, while Aurora is not on the top list of arrival, but the fame that this province has actually overcomes the other provinces. So that's we have Aurora, of course we have Pampanga and Angeles cluster. Okay, not only on its culinary offering, there is a lot of theme parks within Pampanga and Angeles, and of course Zambales. For residents of National Capital Region, this is one of the nearest beach getaway for them, alongside with the province of Batangas in Calabarzon. Now, for the top attractions, let's do it per province. Start with the province of Aurora. Let's watch this video first. Let's do it again. Okay, so that's Aurora. So let's have the top attractions in the province. Of course, topping the list is Sabang Beach. Yan, nakita natin to sa video earlier, no? So Aurora is a premier ecotourism destination in the country. As what I mentioned earlier, the province is strong in their ecotourism, surfing tourism, and even beach tourism. So topping the list is Sabang Beach. This is the most frequented tourist destination or tourist attraction in Baler. So while the beach doesn't have that whitish or pristine coast, no, or shoreline, but the main attraction here is the soft and towering waves that is good for surfers. This whole stretch of beach, Sabang Beach, is lined with many resorts, bar, and restaurants. Now, surfing in the Philippines is believed to be born in Baler. No? Shinoot kasi dito yung film na Apocalypse Now. And there are some, or the actors there are doing surfing. So, ang sabi, iniwan daw nila yung mga surfboard nila doon na in-observe yung mga locals, pinaktis yung nakita nila, and the rest is history. No? And then they have another great beach, Ampere Beach. So just like the one in La Union, Luna Beach, this beach is also known for its pebbled landscape. May mga rock formations on the side of it. Then the third one is the Kasapsapan Beach. No, this one naman features a mangrove forest. No, then it has a beige-colored sands, also turquoise waters. So a little rustic yung dating. Now compared to Sabang Beach, Kasapsapan Beach is a little cheaper compared to Sabang. Kaya this one is frequented by backpackers and other budget travelers. Then they have Digisit Beach, or what they call the Rocky Paradise, another frequented beach in Aurora. Now, the waves here is a little stronger and more challenging. Kaya kung ang surfer is professional na or advanced na dito ang punta. Kapag beginner, dun sa Sapang Beach kasi mas maliliit pa sa bababa ang waves. Then we have Dinadjawan Beach. So Dinadjawan Beach naman, it boasts a long stretch of creamy white sands. Okay, actually locals and a lot of travel writers compare this one to Boracay, but of course it has its own identity. Then another notable spot is the Dicasalarin Cove. This cove is surrounded by white beach sand, there's rock formations, there's this blue waters reflecting the mountains. This property is actually owned by Angara family, but is open to public. Now, on the right far end of the cliff, yan, makikita nyo yung isang intriguing piece of architecture. So that's actually a lighthouse on the edge of the hill. Then there's dito Mabo Falls or yung tinatawag nilang Mother Falls. This is a standard conclusion of Baler Tour. No, it's one of the most popular spots as well in Aurora Province. Then what we saw in the video earlier, the Baler Hanging Bridge. Oh, yeah. So this is a steel cable footbridge. No, the vista where the bridge is located is quite good. It's on top of Moss Creek waters of the Bagsapang River. So when you are on the mount or when you are on the bridge, rather you will have a grand view of the river mount while crossing. Now, next is the Digaset Rock Formation, which is in the Digaset Beach earlier. This is the main attraction of Digaset Beach. Actually, so the rock formation here are believed to be formed like 1,000 years ago. It's just lying beside the famous Cobra Reef. So this one is the ultimate surfing paradise. Tawagin nila sa Baler. Then another spot that we've seen in the video earlier is the Ermita Hill. Now, if you want to appreciate the beauty of Aurora Province, if you want to have an overview overlooking of Casiguran Bay, Sabang Beach, and other parts of Aurora, then you must head to Ermita Hill. So this is a view deck, but it's not just a view deck. It has its historical significance to the province as dito daw na umakyat yung mga survivor ng tsunami araw, tinatawag nilang Tromba Marina. Now, within the town proper of Baler, okay, if you are interested with some history, with want to see artifacts showcasing the history of the town and the province, then head to Museo de Baler. So this museum houses also several paintings, sculptures, and other artworks that are related to Aurora Province. Now, not far from Museo de Baler is the Aurora Quezon House. Yeah, Aurora Quezon House, this is one of the oldest remaining structure in the province. So this is the ancestral house of Aurora Aragon Quezon, asawa ni President ano lang yan, walking distance from Museo de Baler, and also Baler Church. So this may seem to be just a simple or plain church, but historical din ang Baler Church because the church was actually the site of siege of Baler. Ito yung last stand ng mga Spanish noong araw, war. So ito yung tinatawag na last Spanish garrison. Mga huling sumukong sundalo ng Espanyol ay dito punta sa Baler Church. Then, the Baler Town Plaza. So, the Town Plaza is the center of everything in Baler. There's this huge standees in Baler. So, madalas itong spot for photo op. This one welcomes tourists going to municipality or to the province of Aurora. So, from the center, from this standee, you can see a lot of attractions. You can just walk from here. Then a rising star in the province. Okay, Balete Tree pa pala. So Balete Tree is known as the Millennium Tree, also considered as the biggest Balete Tree in Asia. So, kailangan daw dito ng around 60 na tao ng kakahawak to circle the whole Balete Tree. So this is also included in the standard tour package in Baler. Then yan, a rising star in the province is Dingalan. Okay, it's situated on the east coast of Central Luzon. It fronts Pacific Ocean directly. Then it has Sierra Madre mountain range in its eastern part. So beyond the coastal attractions, Dingalan has a lot of wonders, especially inland wonders like mountain peaks that are not so hard to climb, waterfalls, rivers, and other cave systems. So those are the attractions for the province of Aurora. So let's have the next one. Let's watch this first.
Wala nang sinsale! I'm ready! Ano? Nakabook na ba tayo?
Wala nang citizen!
Paano na yung vacation leave ko?
Bakit hindi na lang tayo sa probinsya namin? Sa Bataan.
Kapag yung bathing suit ko hindi ko nagamit, lagot ka sa akin.
Relax ka lang.
Teka lang nga, nasa na ba si Matmat?
Hinintay ko pa kasi yung kashift ko. Pero don't worry, isang oras lang daw nasa Bataan na ako.
Hot?
Ayun! Doon tayo, tara!
Jessie! Andito ka na pala!
Halina kayo, kain!
Picturean ko kayo! Oh, ako naman.
Ito lang pala yun eh.
Mag-stay na lang kaya tayo sa hotel.
Teka, ibalik mo. Oh. Parang...
Baka pwede na ito na
This is it!
Ang ganda nga!
Ayaw nyo pang pumunta rito nung una.
Babalik tayo, ha?
Babalik talaga tayo. Ano, tara na?
Sisiguraduhin kong babalik tayo.
Bakit mo dinilit?
Bataan! We shall return!
Okay, so that's the province of Bataan. Okay, so the province of Bataan over time has become synonymous with the top attraction in the province, which is the Las Casas Filipinas de Acuzar. Okay, so Las Casas, for short, is the first ever heritage home or heritage resort in the Philippines, located in Pagak, Bataan. So this roughly 400-hectare resort, they showcases around 30 heritage homes in the province, heritage homes rather, from different parts of the Philippines. Binibili nila yung heritage home, then they restore it brick by brick. Now the museum, considered as a living museum, actually started with one restored casa, that's the Casa Cagayan. Okay, then another top spot in the province is the Five Fingers Cove. So, Mariveles, the municipality of Mariveles in Bataan gets a lot of social media attention because of this cove-to-cove hopping in Five Fingers Cove. Kaya siya tinawag na Five Fingers Cove because if you will see it from the map, it looks like five fingers. So it looks like five fingers. Yeah, so Five Fingers Cove. So from its name itself, it has five cove na dinadaanan kapag nag-cove to cove hopping. First stop is the Cuisinus Point. This is the first stop. It has a challenging trek. So mga 20-minute or 30-minute trek depende sa pace. So you can have a beautiful view of the cliff here, sea hills, and majestic Mount Maribeles. Then the next stop is the Natsu Lagoon, second point. So you can do cliff jumping here. You can enjoy the turquoise water of the lagoon. Then the third stop is the Nagmandala Rock. The third tinatawag na pangatlong finger. Okay, then the fourth stop is the Naiklik Point or the Mawakis Cove. Tawagan ito yung tinatawag din nilang eight finger. Yan, or the fourth one. And the last stop is the Tinanlakan Lagoon where also you can do cliff jumping. Now, a common side trip to the cove-to-cove hopping of Five Fingers Cove is the Lucky Beach. So there's also a lagoon here where you can do cliff jump, may mga konting rock formations, and also find white sand. Then we have the Mount Samat Shrine of Valor. As we mentioned earlier during the pretest, this is the most important and recognizable World War II site in Bataan. So the peak of Mount Samat, yung cross na nakikita doon sa Mount Samat, when lighted at night, can actually be seen from Metro Manila on clear skies. So Mount Samat Shrine of Valor is also called the Dambana ng Kagitingan. So the Shrine of Valor, yun yung tawag nila dun sa Memorial Cross. They say it pays tribute to the heroism of Filipino-American troops during the war. There are also some sculptures rather around the cross, that includes historical events in the Philippines, like the execution of Dr. Rizal, the Battle of BATAAN. Now, there's the Pawikan Conservation Center. A lot of people are actually questioning the activities in the Pawikan Conservation Center. This one is located in Morong, Bataan. So this is where they take care of the Philippine Pawikan or the sea turtle. This species faces several threats yearly like egg gathering, poaching, illegal fishing, and slaughter. And dito sa Pawikan Conservation Center, dito nila inalagaan. They provide facilities for hatching at saka healing. So during the months of August until some parts of February, yung mga female turtles, they go to the shore, they lay the eggs. Now, during this peak season, maraming mga tourists ang nagpupunta just to observe the laying of eggs. And during November naman, ito naman yung ginaganap yung Pawikan Festival. So you can see a ritual here where they release the turtle hatchlings back into the sea. So this is kind of a unique experience when you visit Bataan. Then Bataan has also its own national park, the Bataan National Park, located in, for the most part of it, in Rani, in Bataan. It's home also to several wild species like fruit bats, wild monkeys, eagles, civet cats, and others. There are also a lot of fruit-bearing trees within the Bataan National Park. Now, within the premises of the National Park, there are quite a number of attractions also that you can visit, like Luzon Falls, mga peaks in the National Park, and other resorts. Then there's the Bataan World War II Museum. So if you want to learn more about what had transcribed during the World War II, okay, so visit the Bataan World War II Museum.